let's make some stuffed mushrooms. So you're gonna need some seafood of your choice. I'm using crab. You're gonna need an egg, some baby bella mushrooms, whole, scallions, Italian style cheese, plain breadcrumbs, garlic powder, black pepper, green lady onion, seafood magic, some Parmesan cheese, white cooking wine, minced garlic, fresh parsley, half a stick of butter, heavy whipping cream, and crushed red pepper. Guys, that's all you need. Let's get started. So the first step is to prepare our mushrooms. You want to clean your mushrooms. Never wash it under a sink. What you want to do is take a damp paper towel and just rub all over the mushroom. This is how you clean mushrooms. And the reason why you don't want to put it under water is because mushrooms already hold a lot of water. So you don't want to put extra moisture in it. You just want to, you know, take a damp paper towel and just clean it like this. So that's a clean one. You can see I took all of the dirt off. So I'm gonna continue cleaning each mushroom. Now that we have cleaned our mushrooms, we're gonna pop off our stems. So you just wanna take your hand and just pop it off like so. And it'll leave an even cut. So again, just pull it, oops. Just pull it, pop it off. Pull it, pop it off. See, it doesn't take much to make these mushrooms. It looks like a lot of ingredients in the beginning, but trust me, it's not a lot. And I'm only making 6 because it's just me that's eating it, so I don't need a whole bunch. So since we have our mushrooms pitted, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our stuffing. Okay, so I'm going to take some of my crab meat and I'm going to pour it in my bowl, to which I'm going to mix all of my ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and season my meat. So in order to do so, I'm going to add in some garlic powder, some black pepper, some onion powder, the seafood magic, and we're going to mix. Just making sure everything is incorporated. That should be fine. Now what we're going to do is add in our egg. We're not going to add the whole thing in just yet. About half of an egg, just to see how that incorporates with the seafood. You want it to look a little bit wet because we're still going to add in our breadcrumbs as a binder. And you need a little bit more. And that should do it. I saved a little on the side just in case I poured too much breadcrumbs. And now I'm going to go in with my breadcrumbs and sprinkle a little bit. And mix. Don't put too much in because you want to be able to add. You can always add, but you can never take away. So just keep that in mind. Need some more. We're looking for like a crab cake consistency. Yeah, see, this is getting thicker already. That's what you want. I need a little bit more, but it's almost there. That should do it. Let's see. Yep, I got it right where I want it to be, because we're still going to add in our grated Parmesan. And we're going to do that now. So just add in some of that Parmesan cheese. See, that makes it even thicker. And I'm just mixing it up, making sure I get it incorporated. It smells so good already. All right, almost done. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is add in some of our scallions. I didn't want to mix that up because I don't want to over mix the scallions. But this is where they come in handy, and I dropped a little bit, but it's okay. And you just want to kind of fold it / mix it. Just making sure you have enough in there. I can already tell I'm going to need some more, but that's fine. All right. This is all I need. I love scallions. If you don't like scallions, go ahead and add spinach. That'll be good in this recipe. But just make sure you wring out as much moisture as possible, because remember, the mushrooms already provide some moisture. Okay. Now we're going to start working on stuffing our mushrooms. All right, so this is the easy part. We're going to start stuffing the mushroom, and I'm just going to take my hand and try to push as much of it in there as possible, allowing it to overflow on the top just a little bit. Show you what I mean. Like that. So it's stuffed inside, but I'm allowing it to overflow just a little bit on the sides. If it will focus for you all, there you go. So I'm allowing it to overflow just a little bit on the sides, but it's stuffed all the way to the bottom. So let's go ahead and do the rest. Okay, so as you can see, I have all of my mushrooms stuffed. We're gonna go ahead and head over to the stove so we can make our white wine cream sauce. See you there. Now that we're at the stove, first thing first is we're gonna take some butter, which I have a ½ a stick of butter. We're gonna allow this butter to just melt a little. Let me grab some utensils. All right, so I'm just gonna swish this around until the butter melts completely. All right, so our butter has melted. I'm going to take some minced garlic, plop that right in the skillet, get that going. I'm gonna let this simmer for about a minute so it can taste like garlic butter. Okay, so our garlic butter is about done. At this time, I'm going to add in our white wine right now. You don't need a lot. That should do it. Gonna let that simmer for about a minute. But while it's simmering, what we want to do is add in some of our seasoning. So I'm going to put the crushed red pepper, the black pepper, There we go. Looking good. Now we're going to add in our heavy whipping cream. Just a little, just to thicken it up and give it a creaminess. I'm gonna put a little bit more. As you can see, I did not use a lot. And that's all you need. So we're gonna stir that up again. And at this time, we're gonna go ahead and reduce the heat to about medium high, so that we can have it thicken a little bit. And let's add in some grated Parmesan. Making sure all of those clumps are broken up. Alright, so our sauce has thickened. I'm gonna turn it off. And we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of parsley in there. Get that color going. A little bit more. And now we're gonna remove this from the heat and we're gonna add in our stuffed mushrooms. So let me do that and I'll be back. Okay, so this is how our sauce looks. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's ready to go, so I'm just gonna spread it to make sure that each one of our mushrooms can fill it. And I'm gonna start adding in our mushrooms. You wanna give them some room to breathe. There we go. So if you don't have a cast iron skillet, what you want to do is just go ahead and use an oven safe skillet, cook your sauce in that, and then add your mushrooms. So now what I'm going to do is take my Italian style cheese and I'm going to top each mushroom off with a little. Guys, I wish you can smell my kitchen. It smells so good. And it's going to be so good. I love this recipe. Easy appetizer. It can be keto friendly if you use pork rinds instead of the breadcrumbs. But other than that, we're good to go. So now we're gonna pop this in the oven at 375 for about 6 minutes and they'll be done. So I'll be back to show you the finished product. All right guys, so our stuffed mushrooms are out and ready to go. Go ahead and let it rest for about 5 minutes and then bon appetit. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.